Welcome into Real Talk today. I'm Michael Liptak here with Sydney McIntyre. Two Holy Spirit High School seniors aren't going to be punished after they dressed up as a monkey and a banana at a basketball game against a majority all-black school. There's a lot of outrage that these two students haven't been punished. Their athletic director came out and said that they won't have any further repercussions and that this won't happen again at an event, so that's punishment enough. And I'm going to ask Sydney what she thinks. Is that punishment enough for these two students?
I don't think so. I think that this is, something like this, even in a little school, somewhere where I came from, where, I graduated with 20-some kids, I think that no matter what, there should always be repercussion, even if they were trying to have fun, and yes, they're kids, but I think that time in their life, they need to know what's right and wrong, and, there's a difference between, right and wrong and joking and seriousness, and yes, you should have a little leniency with students, but I also think that they need to understand what's okay to do and what's not okay to do, especially when it comes to being appropriate, and representing a school, especially as like a function as far as an athletic event. And so I think it was poor on the coach's part and on the athletic department's part to not come out and give a bigger statement or repercussion for those individuals who did this.
Just so I can kind of be on both sides, when you look at the two seniors, I can understand maybe if they didn't know that the high school that was coming in wasn't an all-black or majority all-black basketball team. You see this all the time at sporting events where people dress up as monkeys, bananas, and certain things like that. So maybe that these two students didn't know that. But at the same time, they were actually, people asked for the students to, people at the event asked for something to be done about these students because they thought it was insensitive. And it's tough to, maybe it's not racial or insensitive to you, but when it's insensitive and racial to someone else, you have to really take a look at it and understand, yeah, maybe we should do something about it.
Well, and like you said, taking both sides too, maybe this wasn't something that was particularly aimed towards, being racist or being insensitive. And maybe it was something that there was an inside joke between the students itself, and it was more ironic that they showed up as, a monkey and a banana. Maybe it was something that was just, they perhaps didn't even know who the school was playing that afternoon. And, maybe not. But even hand in hand, both of them, putting two together, they may have been like, oh, wait a minute. I don't, this is going to be taken way far out of proportion than it should have at hand. But like I said, again, if it was something that was a big deal that they were trying to make fun of something or, kind of pun intended, I think something more needed to come out of an apology. But if it was just a joking matter, and like I said, if it was just ironic that they showed up like that at a game that, most of them were black kids, like you said, I think that there should have been an apology.
Obviously, there should have been an apology, and I don't think maybe there should have been a real serious punishment.
Right.
What I think should have been done was put these two students and all the students and educate them more about and take this offensive and understand the meaning behind it.
Well,
and
yeah.
I think that's the best way that you can actually punish them, but actually teach them.
Yeah, and I think that it's important for us to understand, both sides of it. What might, maybe give them an example of, what if somebody did this to you? How would it make you feel? And obviously, maybe if they're joking, they're going to be like, oh, it wouldn't affect me. But it will affect them, and I think everybody around the whole spectrum of color and, ethnicity and background, something triggers them. Everybody has a trigger, and I think that it's important to know these triggers because I don't think we need to go through life like with hatred in mind. So that's kind of my take on that.
And if you'd like to join the conversation, follow us on our Facebook page. Let us know what you think the punishment should have been for these two seniors. Do you think they should have been punished, or do you think they did nothing wrong? Let us know what you think, and we'll get back to you.